What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the garage, welcome back to another new video. So the other day while I had the front of the car up in the air and I had the wheels off on the passenger side, I actually think I bumped the little sensor that controls the headlight levels. So if you guys don't know, there's a small little sensor that sits on the lower control arm and it has to be adjusted when you put on the new SPL. There's one in the front and one in the rear on the driver's side of the car. And basically all it is a small little sensor that just basically knows whether or not the suspension is at a certain height or a certain level. And what it does is it uses those measurements between the rear and the front and it automatically adjusts the headlight level. So it'll point the headlights up or down depending on what the suspension is doing. And like whether or not you're going up a hill or you hit a bump or any kind of stuff like that, it basically keeps the headlights level all the time while you're driving. Well, I think when I adjusted the front, I might have bumped that sensor a little bit. So we're having a little bit of an issue that right now my headlights are pointed like damn near straight down to the ground. Now it's really not such a big deal. They're pretty easy to adjust, but I wanted to show you guys exactly how you do it. So if you guys have this same sort of issue in the future, you'll know exactly how easy it is and you can get this adjusted perfectly so you can see again. So now I do want to be clear, I have the updated Icon headlights. So these are the 2018 and above headlights. These only came if you got the executive package. So it wasn't even like a standard option on the 2018s. But I just want to clarify that in case anybody has a slightly different. I'm not entirely sure if it's the same for all of the models, whether you had the pre-LCI versions or the LCI versions, but before the Icons. So I just want to go over that and say that there could be a slight difference in the way that you adjust them. But for the Icon specifically, this is how you're going to do it. So when you come to the headlight, you will see, obviously we have our top module. This is how we change the DRLs from the white to the yellow. And if we look just behind here, we will see this white like little adjustment tab here. And then if we get right up in there, you can see that little Allen key little area. There's actually also a Phillips head screw inside of there. So if we look right down there, that is a little adjustment. And basically all we're gonna do is turn that. We're going to turn this clockwise to adjust the headlights up. You can either use a Phillips head screwdriver in order to change it, or I have an Allen key as well, so I'm using this instead. I prefer any chance I get to not use a Phillips just because you run the risk of stripping it, especially in something that's plastic like this. So I'm gonna use this Allen head key right here. This is a 6mm, and this also fits into the upper section of the little adjustment. So all we're gonna do is turn the car on, or at least into accessory mode, and get the headlights on so that we can see exactly where they're pointing. And then we are going to just make the little adjustment here, and on both sides of the headlights, they both act the same direction. So clockwise on both sides will turn the headlights upwards. So I'm just gonna make those adjustments and get them adjusted to the right level. So in case you guys are wondering, there is an exact level that they are supposed to be at a certain distance from a wall. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So basically what you do is you check the level, the center line of your headlights, and you're gonna measure that distance to the ground. So measuring mine, measured 22.5 inches. And then this is where I'm gonna do it a little bit different, but what you're gonna do is get it 25 feet away from a wall. You're gonna make sure that you're parked on a level wall, and obviously that all the way until the wall is all the same flat level. Then what you're gonna do is measure that same distance on the wall. So my headlights were 22.5 inches to the center line from the bottom. You're gonna take that same and add a 2.5 inch drop over the 25 feet distance. Now 2.5 inches over 25 feet distance is a very, very minimal drop that's damn near basically flat. And I don't have 25 feet worth of gap to play with here today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just adjust them, and I'm just gonna go slightly below my center line of the headlight, very close up. So that should be approximately the same. So I measured mine at 22.5 inches. I'm gonna go at about 22, just a little bit over that on the wall. And that is when I will know that I'm at the right spot for my headlights. Okay, so as you guys saw, that was super simple, super easy. Like I mentioned, you're just gonna twist clockwise to raise the headlights and counterclockwise to lower the level of the headlights. So I got a rough estimate and I got them measured out pretty quickly, just a little bit on the wall here. And we look pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and test these out probably one night later this week. And I'll just drive around the street and make sure that I'm able to see. Basically the problem was that my headlights were just way too low, and like you could still see the road, but when I tell you like you couldn't see very far out, it was just a little bit annoying. So now that I have these adjusted, it should be much better. It's, like I said, it's super simple. You can even just use the flathead screwdriver that comes in the little safety kit in the back of the car, inside the trunk on the side. So if I need to and I'm anywhere, I can quickly just adjust those whenever I am out anywhere. So like I mentioned, this is super simple. I can do it wherever I need to very quickly on the fly. And it's a super simple adjustment in case you guys run into a similar issue. Hey guys, not too sure where this is gonna go. Probably gonna just like inject it into the middle of one of the other videos that I'm gonna do. Probably installing some other part on the car, but this is just a small thing that I wanted to get thrown on the car and not wait any longer before I get it installed. So I wanted to show you guys this little detail that I got, and I think it's really cool, and it's kind of something that's gonna add like a nice little touch to the car, but I wanted to show you guys the little install. So one of my good friends on Instagram has started a business called TrueSpec. Hit them up, go give them check them out on Instagram. They have created a cool little business where they are making these really cool and intricate little stickers. So I'm gonna peel this one off so that you guys can see. I know it might be hard to see right now. Here you go, you can kind of see it, but it still has the cover on it, obviously. But this is a sticker that is basically customized to you, and you can have it say whatever you want. So here for mine, obviously it says Mineral Weiss Metallic, which means mineral white metallic. It has the color code on there, A96. And then this bottom section and over here on the right, we get to customize whatever we want it to say. So if you can focus, I have mine saying BBS, Nitron, and Recaro. And then on the bottom, I have it saying Club Sport M3. So it's really cool. It's color matched. So obviously the white is mineral white metallic, just like it says. And this is a reverse sticker. So normally what I mean by that is like normally most stickers like this, they go on the outside of the vehicle or outside of the glass, but this is reversed. So it will be stuck on the inside of the glass and stick out as such, and you will see it just like that. So I'm gonna get this thrown onto the car. I wanna show you guys, I think this will be a really cool touch. So I think my placement for it is actually gonna be like somewhere around here. So I'm trying to decide where exactly I want it to be. I'm kind of thinking like maybe somewhere like that might look good, but I really like doing it on this back glass. I don't want to do it on the front or anywhere there. I think, honestly, I think in the back is kind of gonna look the coolest, and I'm doing it opposite side of the driver's side. I think that's just a cool little spot for it, but it's gonna be a really cool touch. So I wanted to show you guys, and let's get this thing thrown on. Okay, so first thing we're gonna want to do, just get this glass cleaned off. I know I don't need to clean the outside, but might as well get it looking pretty decent. And then we're gonna clean the inside just using some isopropyl here. This is actually a CarPro Reset, but prep wipe, isopropyl, same thing. So we'll get it nice and cleaned up before we apply the sticker. So this is actually set up as a wet installation. So we're gonna be using, I just have some water here. We're just gonna kind of get the area a little wet. Pretty easy, you can just use water or a soapy solution or whatever you feel like. Next up, we're gonna peel the sticker up and off. So I'm actually just gonna peel it like halfway. So hopefully, well, I'll just peel it all the way and then I'll get it all lined up, squeegee it on. All right, Here we have it pretty level. Just gonna check how it looks from the outside. Yep, I like it right there. So I'm just going to squeegee it up. We'll check. No air bubbles or anything on it. Looks good. And we can just dry the area. Just come back one more time with isopropyl, clean the glass from the back. Well guys, there you go. That is that installed. I think that's a really cool little touch on the M3. I think it looks really sick, really sweet on there. So you can see BBS, Nitron, Recaro, just the three brands that I feel like are biggest on this car and like the biggest parts. And then Club Sport M3, because I feel like that's what this is. But this is a really cool touch. So if you guys are interested, head over to their Instagram page and then you can find their website from there. True Spec US. This thing came out super awesome. Looks really cool. Awesome little touch to the M3. But that's it for this little segment. I just wanted to jet in and make sure you guys saw this. We'll get back to whatever video we were in the middle of. Well, just a few quick little updates on the M3 today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and hopefully you guys learned something. I think the sticker came out really, really well. I think it looks really cool. Here on the back of the car, just to have like a few little details on the car and be able to see, just like highlight a few little cool things on the M3. And then we got the headlights all situated and fixed. So hopefully, you know, we have a better viewing at night. Now I will say, I think maybe if, you know, you have some issues seeing at night, I know I have some friends that have raised these up just because they say they are not able to see at night with the way they come factory, which is, honestly, I do agree, it's probably a little low. Especially if you're like me and you have your car already lowered, they can sit even lower and you've changed the rake angle, which the rake angle is the angle from the rear ride height to the front ride height. And positive rake is when you have the front of the car angled down a little bit. So obviously that will affect your headlights and you probably should readjust them so that you can see properly at night. Super simple and easy adjustment. So in case you guys are wondering how to adjust the headlights on your icons on your 2018 plus M3 or M4, it is a super simple process. But that's gonna do it for today, you guys. We have just a few more adjustments to come for the garage soon. All of this extra junk will be moving out of here, hopefully in this upcoming weekend. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. Nice, quick, and short one. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video.